What's going on, everyone? Austin John Please here, and today we're going to be going over how you're going to be getting Midna's helmet, Korok Mask, Ravio's hood, Zant's helmet, Sheik's mask, and the Lobster Island shirt in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm grouping the 6 of these together because in my mind, they're kind of all just Breath of the Wild DLC armor. 5 of them are gotten kind of similar. 1 of them has gotten kind of different, so we're going to be going over that now. Oh, and Sheik's mask isn't part of the DLC set, but I just didn't know what other video to throw it in, so I'm throwing it in here. The first one that we're going to be doing is the Lobster Island shirt. For that, you need to make your way over here to Lurelin Village, which is the bottom right of the map. Now, in Lurelin Village, unless you cleared out all of the pirates, there's gonna be pirates here. But you actually don't need to clear out the pirates in order to get this piece of clothing. Located right where I am, here's the ship, and if you did clear out the pirates, then just here you are in the bay. All you need to do is take 1 or maybe both pieces of wood. I'm gonna bring out both just in case. Bring them out as far as you can, and right underneath the pirate ship, you're gonna be seeing a treasure chest down here. Let's go ahead and pick it up. Yep. And inside of here is the Lobster Island shirt, which offers you heat resistance. Nice. Next, we're going to be getting a Midna's helmet, and for this and the rest of these, we're going to make our way to the depths over here at the Lone Island right underneath Eventide. I'm going to be making my way from the light route, and we're going to be heading inside of here, the Lone Island Coliseum. From the light route, it's just a quick little rocket shield up to make your way on over, and this is going to be a Coliseum, so obviously you're going to have a large trial by combat. Good news, it's not going to be Lionels. If you're coming here and expecting Lionels, it's not going to be quite that difficult, so don't worry. As we approach the center, the gate goes up, and we have 3 red bokoblins to deal with. I mean, they're red bokoblins. They are not that hard to take down. Boop. After that, we're going to be facing some blue bokoblins. Now, this is a pretty neat place that you can visit anytime that you need specifically bokoblin monster parts, as you're going to be having these 2 red, these 2 blue, then we're going to be having 2 black show up. Then we're going to be facing 1 white bokoblin, or silver, who's holding a shock weapon, so be careful of that. And then at the last bit is going to be 1 out of each of them. I'm just going to go ahead with the bomb flower on a multi-shot bow. And after all those bokoblins are dealt with, your chest in the middle is going to go ahead, be unsealed. And this is going to be Midna's helmet, which is going to give you a defensive 7 and gloom resistance. Be sure to go through and pick up all your mob drops. Oh, that was a silver bokoblin. Next, we're going to be getting Ravio's hood, which is going to be located right here. This is the secluded Coliseum. For reference, on the surface, where we're going to be right underneath Fort Hateno. And this is going to be the closest light route. If you do decide to come from this way, just be aware that there's a major altitude increase going from down here to up here. That's the reason I'm going from this shrine right here. Upon making our way, this is going to be the secluded Coliseum. And as we make our way to the middle, the gate is going to close. Gates are going to open. We're going to be dealing with 2 base Lizalfos. Are they base? I think they're base. I don't know. One just spit fire at me. Maybe he's fire breathing. Oh yeah, he was fire breathing. Okay, we're going to be dealing with elemental Lizalfos here. And my first reinforced Lizal shield, apparently. Now, because these guys are all elemental enemies, if you have elemental weapons, you can just take them out very easy. Or just, throw a fire fruit, and then they're dead. Next up is the electric ones. If you do decide to go for headshots on these guys, just be careful, because if you shoot them in the horn, then they're going to be generating a giant electric shield, and that could be kind of bad for you. My first electric Lizal tail. Yeah, that's an uncommon drop by those guys. And then, what is this? Just a white Lizalfo to deal with? And foolish man just got me wet, so my spear is more powerful. Then all 4 of them are going to be coming out. 1 bomb arrow typically helps with them quite a bit. There we go. And that's a GG. Be sure to go around and get your very, very many precious Lizal drops. I feel like I'm just not coming across Lizalfos nearly as much as I did in Breath of the Wild. And right in the middle of the room is going to be our chest with Ravio's hood. Wearing it increases your sideways climbing speed. And Ravio's hood is going to be a little unique in that it increases your sideways climbing speed, even though the buff doesn't display here. See how quickly you're going to be going side to side? Up and down, not any faster, but side to side, much faster. So, in very unique situations, there you go. You got something for that. Next up, we're going to be making our way to the Scorching Coliseum, which is going to be over here in the Elden region, directly underneath the giant Rudania lakes. And luckily, we have a light route literally next to it. While you're going to be here, it's going to be mandatory that you're going to have at least one level of fireproof. So it's up to you if you want to be using your Flamebreaker armor for all 3 pieces for fireproof, or if you want to mix that up with some attack armor, or whatever you want to do. Upon making our way to the middle, just like before, gate's going to go up, gates are going to come down, and these are going to be moblins that we're going to be dealing with, starting off with 2 red ones. The nice part is every arrow that we shoot here is going to be a fire arrow, so we're going to have that elemental damage on our side. And heck, I might as well wear the ember armor as well for more fire damage to these guys. Come on, stop dodging. How are you so large and so evasive? Oh, look at that. The fire got him at the end. Oh, I kind of like that. Especially with a heavy weapon, how it's just 2 hits and then on the second hit they're on fire. That's very handy. Next we have 2 black moblins to deal with. Ow, wow. Dude just smacked me. I'm not too sure I should have been given that flurry rush, but I'll take it. From here we have a silver one to deal with, without a shield. Although, they are so good at dodging things in this game. There we go. Look at that flurry rush. And for the crit. And last is going to be all 4 of them. Don't take out a bomb arrow, Austin. Oh. Yep, that was me giving a cautionary tale to myself. Not you. That wasn't for you. That was me reminding myself, Austin, everything is currently on fire. Explosives don't like fire. Sidon, can you give me a hand here? I think it's really fun and ironic that I'm using a water warrior weapon while shooting out fire. Let's go ahead and open up our chest. And this is going to be Zant's helmet, which only has a defense of 3. However, having this 1 piece of armor on gives you the unfreezable ability. So you may find this very handy if you want to have, for example, 2 levels of cold attack up, and then you can have unfreezable. Very handy to deal with taluses, that's for sure. The next one that we're going to be making our way to is going to be here at the Forest Coliseum. I'm going to go from the nearest light route, and just for the record, the Forest Coliseum is located under the top left of the Korok Forest area. While approaching the Coliseum for your first time, you may come across a trail of mighty bananas. And that trail of mighty bananas is going to be bringing you all the way into the Forest Coliseum. Okay, I'm confused. Obviously, I came... Oh, there it is. And then there's going to be a black Phoenix that we have to deal with. As you can clearly see, I already dealt with this Phoenix because I needed the Medal of Honor. Black Phoenixes are nothing really too hard to deal with. Right behind where the Black Phoenix was is going to be our chest, which has the Korok Mask. This is by far one of the most useful pieces of the DLC armor, and it shakes and makes sounds whenever you're going to be near a Korok puzzle. Using the Korok Mask, there have been people who have 100%ed the game and found every single Korok in Breath of the Wild without using any guides or maps or anything else, just using this Korok Mask and then using Hero's Path mode. So you definitely have that as an option. And then lastly is going to be Sheik's Mask, which is previously an amiibo exclusive item only to Sheik from Super Smash Bros. Series. We need to make our way to the Desert Coliseum, which is down here pretty much directly underneath the Arbiter's grounds. So I'm gonna make my way from this light route over here. By the way, the entrance of this Coliseum is gonna be towards the north because this is one of the, I think it's the only enclosed Coliseum. Upon making your way into the Desert Coliseum, you're gonna notice a very, very low ceiling. As you make your way over to the chest in the middle, you're gonna have one of these gates open, and there's gonna be 3 Horriblins that we're gonna have to go ahead and deal with. After the Horriblins are gone, we're gonna have our next door, which is 3 blue Horriblins. Keep in mind, these guys really don't like it when you attack them with spears, because they love attacking you with spears. Up next, we're gonna have 2 black Horriblins to deal with. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bomb arrow on them. Unsuccessfully, I might add. Next, we have a silver Horriblin to deal with. But now we have Water Warrior active. We're dealing a lot of damage with our Trident. And then lastly, of course, is going to be a compilation of all 4 of them. And I'm going to start with a Bomb Arrow. And that was a crit. And I missed all of them. Okay, good job, Austin. I didn't that time, that's for sure. And that's an easy GG. Be sure to go around and get all of your Horriblin drops. And the chest in the middle of the room for us is going to be containing Sheik's Mask, Defensive 2 and Stealth Up. Now, just like Breath of the Wild, none of these DLC armors can be enhanced or upgraded at all, including the Island Shirt, which I feel like it should. But anyways, except for the Sheik Mask, because that wasn't a DLC item. Instead, this is an amiibo item, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Level 1 just requires a Silent Princess and Star Fragments, 2 of them. Level 2 requires 2 Silent Princess and 2 Star Fragments. I wish I may. I wish I might. I really hope they got this right. Nope. Why, game? Why? Why can't you put Sheik's Mask on instead of the Stealth Mask for the set bonus, huh? Why? It's ever so slightly different. It's essentially the same thing as Hylian Hood up versus down. Come on. That's the only reason I brought it up to level 2 to see if it would possibly work. I didn't think it did, but I just wanted to test it and show it off for you guys. Level 3 requires 4 Silent Princess and 3 Star Fragments, and the final level is 8 Silent Princess and 4 Star Fragments. Final defense of 16, which is going to be kind of not good at all. It's going to put you on par with the Stealth Mask itself, because that caps out at 16. It's the same thing, game. Why isn't there a set bonus? All right, well, there you go, guys. That's how you're going to be getting all of the remaining DLC armor that I have it covered, as well as Sheik's Mask from the Amiibo and Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, turning on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.